Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we're talking about something I think we all struggle with sometimes,
Yeah.
building real confidence and not just, the fake it till you make it kind of.
Right.
We want the genuine stuff.
Yeah.
And we found this amazing excerpt with a ton of strategies we're going to get into.
Yeah. The source actually goes right out and says,
Yeah.
forget that fake it till you make it stuff.
Uh-huh.
It can really backfire.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Yeah.
You end up more anxious, maybe even imposter syndrome.
Oh, totally. And it's so true. You just can't keep up a front forever.
Right.
You get burnt out.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
And the excerpt is all about building that confidence from the inside out.
Yeah. From the inside out.
It starts with
Knowing yourself.
Yeah.
It really
Wait up,
does.
yourself?
You got to know your strengths.
Yeah.
And,
Your weaknesses.
your weaknesses too.
Not to dwell on them,
Right. Right.
but to really just see where you're at.
It's like checking your bank account.
Oh, I like that.
Got to know what's coming in and what's going out.
So true. To make a plan.
So it's like making a personal inventory,
Yeah.
skills
Yeah.
areas to improve.
Exactly.
And speaking of improving,
Yes.
the excerpt talks about
Well-
achievable goals.
Yes.
This one hit home for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's those small wins,
It is. It's the little by little.
Yeah.
The incremental progress.
Yeah.
It builds up,
Totally. Like
Imagine.
learning a language.
Yes.
You're not gonna
You're not going to be fluent
Really?
overnight.
right away.
You got to start
Yeah. You start small.
with the basics.
Yeah.
The little phrases.
And then you build from there.
When you build.
Yeah. It's like those video games.
Oh, yeah.
You start off
Easy levels.
easy
Yeah.
and you level up.
You level up as you go.
Yeah. Each win helps you get to the next level.
It gives you that confidence to keep going. And then this is where I thought it got even more interesting.
Okay.
They talk about self-compassion,
Oh, yeah.
especially when you mess up.
Wow.
You wouldn't yell at a friend for falling off their bike when they're first learning.
No, you wouldn't.
But we do it to ourselves all the time.
We're so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the excerpt says we should change that.
Yes.
Instead of,
Instead of beating yourself up.
"Ugh, I messed that up."
Right.
Maybe it should be more like,
Like, okay.
okay, what can I learn from this?
What can I learn?
Right.
It's a learning experience.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end.
It's a step.
It's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
To getting better.
So we talked about knowing yourself,
Mhm.
small goals, being kind to yourself.
Yes.
What's next?
Well, next they talk about the idea of competence.
Okay.
The more skilled you are at something,
Uh-huh.
the better you feel doing it.
Yeah.
You're more confident.
Makes sense.
So they say,
Okay.
invest the time to learn new things.
Okay.
Put in the effort to really get good at something.
Yeah.
It takes time, though.
Oh, it does.
Don't expect to be an expert right away.
Right.
Patience is key here.
So true. Like learning to drive.
Oh, yeah.
At first, it's scary.
Nerve-wracking. But
Yeah.
then as you practice,
Yeah, you get better.
you get more comfortable.
I'm more confident.
And then that confidence
Oh, no.
kind of spills over
It does.
into other areas of your life.
I'm thinking of all the stuff I've put off because I
Mhm.
didn't think I was good enough yet.
Right.
But maybe if I thought of it as a way to get better.
Yeah, to improve your skills.
Yeah. And build my confidence at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
See,
too.
and you don't have to do it all alone.
Oh, no.
The excerpt talks about
Support.
having people around you who are rooting for you.
Your cheer squad.
Yeah.
To help you see your strengths.
Yeah.
And to encourage you when you're feeling down.
And give you honest feedback.
Yes, constructive feedback.
Yeah, it's so important.
But you also have to be aware of
Yeah.
those people who
Yeah.
drain you,
Yeah.
the ones who are always critical.
Yeah. Those are not your people.
Those are not your people.
Oh, you got to move on from them.
You got to sometimes, step away
Yeah.
from those relationships.
Yeah, create that positive space around you.
Yes, surround yourself with good energy.
And then they talk about this really cool idea,
Oh, yeah.
owning who you are,
Yes.
embracing your true self.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
That's where the real confidence comes from.
Yeah, it's like saying,
Ah.
this is me.
This is me.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
I love that.
It's powerful.
But it's
Yeah.
also scary.
It can be scary.
What if people don't accept the real me?
Right. Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
When you are authentically, you attract the people
Yeah.
who appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're not trying to please everyone.
Yeah.
You're just being yourself.
And you're attracting those people
Exactly.
who get you,
Who get you.
who vibe with you.
Who vibe with you.
Yeah, and that builds your confidence even more.
It does. It's a beautiful cycle.
It all ties together.
It does.
We've got the self-awareness, the self-compassion,
Mhm.
the skills, the support system,
Right.
the authenticity.
Yes.
But how do we actually use all of this?
Well, they talk about starting small,
Okay.
especially when it comes to facing our fears.
Uh-huh.
Remember, you know, courage isn't about not being afraid.
Right.
It's about doing it anyway.
Yeah.
So start with something small,
Okay.
maybe speaking up in a meeting
Uh-huh.
or sharing your art with someone
Yeah.
or going after that dream.
Yeah. Just take that first step.
Exactly. And each time you do,
Yeah.
you build a little more confidence.
You realize you can do it.
You realize you can handle it,
Like training a muscle.
like training a muscle.
Yeah.
You start with light weights,
Uh-huh.
and then you work your way up.
So taking care of ourselves, facing those fears, being our true selves.
Being authentic.
It's all about pushing ourselves little by little.
It is. It's about growth.
Yeah. What's the big takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that confidence comes from both
Oh, okay.
the internal work
Yeah.
and the things we actually do.
Oh.
So it's a balance.
Yeah.
You need both.
So it's like this dance.
It's a dance
Yeah.
between looking inward and taking action.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I love that. So before the break, we were getting into all the ways we can build real confidence.
Yeah.
And it's not just about mindset, right?
It's not.
The excerpt goes even deeper
Yeah.
into the connection between confidence and well-being,
Yes.
taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Your physical and mental health.
They talk about exercise, which makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
When you move your body,
Uh.
you release endorphins.
Yes. Less stress.
You just feel better.
Yeah. You feel good.
Yeah,
I know. I always feel more ready to tackle things
right.
after a workout.
Me too.
Like clearing the cobwebs,
Yeah,
making space for that positive energy.
exactly. It's like a reset.
But it's not just the physical, right?
No.
Mental health is a big part of it too.
Huge.
The excerpt talks about
Right.
mindfulness,
Yes.
journaling,
Uh-huh.
even therapy.
Therapy is great.
All these tools for
Yeah.
understanding
It's
yourself.
for self-awareness
Yeah.
and emotional well-being.
So it's like creating a space
Yes.
to process your emotions, work through those negative thoughts.
Yeah, and build your self-worth.
It's like tending a garden.
Ooh, I love that.
Before your mind,
Yes, nurture your mind.
give it the care it needs so
Yeah.
it can grow.
Exactly, and that ties back into
Okay.
what we were saying before about being authentic.
Yeah.
You know, really owning who you are.
That's where the real confidence comes from.
It-
Letting go of those expectations.
Yes.
Not comparing yourself to others.
Just being you.
Yeah, just being you.
Imperfections and all.
And when you do that,
When you embrace your true self,
yeah.
it creates trust and connection with others.
No, that's interesting.
People are drawn to authenticity.
Yeah.
They can sense it,
They can feel it.
and it becomes this positive loop.
Oh, how
Well, you're
smart.
authentic.
Yeah.
You attract people who appreciate that,
Uh-huh.
which makes you feel more confident.
Oh, I see.
Beautiful thing.
It's like a magnet.
It is.
You attract those good vibes.
Exactly. You radiate confidence.
So we've got self-care.
Yes.
We've got authenticity.
Uh-huh.
How do we make sure we actually do it?
Well, they talk about
Yeah.
facing those anxieties
Yeah.
head on.
We all have them.
We do.
It starts with recognizing that.
Courage isn't about
Okay.
not being afraid.
Uh-huh.
It's about doing it anyway,
Doing scared.
doing it scared.
Yeah.
Taking those small steps.
Okay. Small steps towards what?
Towards the things that make you uncomfortable.
Okay. Give me an example.
Okay, speaking up in a meeting,
Uh-huh.
sharing your creative work,
Okay.
going after that dream job,
Oh, yeah. Those big scary things.
the things you've been putting off
Yeah.
because you're afraid.
Yeah.
But when you do them,
Yeah.
you build resilience.
Just realize you can do hard things.
You develop that mental muscle memory
For handling the tough stuff.
for handling the tough stuff.
So it's
Like training for a marathon,
okay.
you start with short runs
Uh-huh.
and gradually increase the distance.
So it's all about pushing those boundaries.
Yes, little by little,
Step by step.
step by step.
What's the big picture here?
I think it's that building confidence
Then it is-
requires both
Okay.
inner work
Yeah.
and outward action.
So it's not just one or the other?
No, it's a combination.
It's like a dance
It is a dance.
between reflecting
Uh-huh.
and taking action
And explore.
and growing.
It's beautiful.
I love that. Wow. It's amazing how this all comes together.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself,
Uh-huh.
being authentic,
Yes.
facing those fears.
It's all connected.
It's like a recipe
It is like a recipe.
for that real deep confidence.
And anyone can follow it.
Yeah, it's not like you have to be born with it or something.
Right. It's about making the effort.
Putting in the work.
Yeah. Being intentional about it.
And this excerpt really gives us the tools.
It does. It lays out the steps.
We talked about self-awareness,
Yeah.
self-compassion, building our skills,
Yes.
having that support system.
Your people.
Yeah, and then
Right.
having the courage.
To be yourself.
Yeah, to be your true self.
To face those fears.
It's a lot, but it's so exciting.
It is exciting.
And the best part is,
It all works together.
yeah.
When you improve one area,
Yeah.
it helps the others too.
It's like this upward spiral.
Exactly like a domino effect.
You get stronger in one area, and it spills over.
Into everything else.
I love that.
Okay.
I also want to be real, you know?
Yeah.
It's not always easy.
It's not a quick fix.
There will be days when you doubt yourself.
Absolutely.
You might even take a step back.
That's okay.
It's normal.
It's part of the process.
The excerpt reminds us that
Yeah.
it's a journey,
It's a journey, not a destination.
and it was worth it. It is so worth it.
Because when you have that real confidence,
That authentic confidence,
yeah,
it changes everything.
you feel free.
Yes.
You can go after what you want.
You're not held back by fear.
And even when things get tough,
Yeah.
you can handle it.
You've got the tools.
You get the strength.
You've built that resilience.
It's like unlocking a superpower.
It is.
And the coolest thing is,
What's that?
everyone has that power within them.
They do.
So as we wrap up,
Okay.
I want to leave you with this.
Wait.
What's one small step
One tiny step
you can take
Ah.
this week?
to start building your confidence.
It could be anything.
Maybe set a small goal.
Or practice some self-compassion.
Or even just acknowledge one of your amazing strengths.
Yes, celebrate yourself.
Because every step counts.
It does. Every step gets you closer.
To that unshakable confidence.
You've got this.
We believe in you,
We do.
and we can't wait to see you shine.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.